Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. The tide is turning, folks. People called this a turning point after Charlie Kirk shooting, and you know what? The evidence is now continuing to pile up, showing that that is in fact the direction the country's heading in. The Democrats' grip on the culture and grip on young people is really starting to break here. They're losing grip, their scare tactics are falling flat, no longer working, and it seems the American people are waking up en masse, in real time, and at levels we've never seen before. Oh, I feel like Donald Trump saying that. It's gonna be huge, folks. A shift in this country like you've never seen before. But I don't think I'm saying it in the same essence as Donald Trump says many times, as he clearly exaggerates. He's a salesman, after all. No, I think it's very real. You can see the energy on the ground, you can see it in the way people are rallying together, and now I think you could see it in the polls as Democrats continue to crater following the Charlie Kirk assassination. Let me show you guys exactly what's going on here. We got some stuff to get into, so let's roll the tape. All right, folks, so CNN just covered a shocking poll showing the Democrats now losing on every single issue by massive margins.
Donald Trump being underwater, Democrats saying, oh, this guarantees us we're going to fly high in the midterms. Let me tell you, this guarantees you nothing, because at this particular point, the Democrats are the New Orleans Saints of political parties. What are we talking about? Trust the Dems or GOP more on the economy? Who leads on the economy? Republicans by 7. Immigration, Republicans by 13. How about crime, a big issue for Donald Trump and the Republicans? Look at that, lead by 22 points. So the bottom line is this. At this particular point, the ball may be on the ground, but the Democrats have not picked up the ball and running with it. If anything, at this particular point, it's the Republicans who are running with the ball on the top issues, the economy, immigration, and crime.
And really, I mean, is it surprising? Trust the Democrats on the economy and other issues? You can't even trust them to do the most basic human thing. Condemn death, condemn a political assassination. They can't even manage the first frickin' step in being a decent human being. And now you expect the majority of the country to trust them on the most important issues? Of course not. And also, I want to address quickly something Harry Enton said in that clip. He claims that Donald Trump is underwater. First of all, he's not. His numbers are the highest in the country compared to any other leading politician. And sure, you got a bunch of non-credible pollsters showing him with some abysmal numbers, but if you look at the good polls, his numbers are actually pretty fantastic, especially for a second-term president. This idea that President Trump is cratering at all is complete nonsense, but the opposite continues to be true. People are ditching the Democrats like never before. And it's no surprise why. Everything they've tried has failed, because everything they've done has been in utter bad faith. Every pathetic little outrage campaign, from the fear-mongering relating to Elon Musk, or the fear-mongering on the economy when it came to tariffs and what Donald Trump was trying to do, their pathetic little outrage stunt over Texas's redistricting, and now, of course, the Jimmy Kimmel tantrum. Ooh, it's the first sign of fascism when a dog-shit comedian who's totally unfunny, a clear political and ideological hack, a propagandist with failing ratings who said something absolutely indefensible and disgusting, when he gets fired, oh, that's the first sign of fascism. Trust me, I studied Germany in the 1940s. Listening to these people, it's just so infuriating. But obviously, their bad faith efforts, their fear-mongering has failed. The people are done with it. And now they're right back at it, dusting off the same old tactic, calling the right-wing fascist following the Charlie Kirk rally. And their evidence, oh, look at it here on screen from this post, a photo of Elon Musk's supposed Roman salute, which was, of course, completely fake news. He was signaling, my heart goes out to all of you. Then there's a picture of Stephen Miller. Oh, I guess, that speaks for itself. A photo of Brendan Carr. Oh, how dare the FCC uphold their regulations. It's American fascism in a nutshell. Just post photos of the Trump administration, people, and you've made your argument. It's obviously idiotic now, isn't it? Cherry-picking pictures, ripping it out of context, labeling your opponents Nazis. That's all they've got left. No ideas, no solutions, just pathetic, bad faith fear-mongering and slander. That really describes everything the Democrats have been up to over the last 8 or so months. And for some reason, these idiotic Dems have convinced themselves that this is the way. This is the way that you win over the hearts and minds of the people. Of course not. I think most people perceive this quite clearly. These are the death throes of a dying political brand. And it just keeps getting worse for them. This was a party that was already in the dumpster, and now after this disgusting display following Charlie Kirk's passing, it's no wonder their numbers are tanking. This is a party in the gutter, and I don't think they're going to be able to navigate their way out of it. It's kind of hard to do so when you got your head so far shoved up your own ass, you can't frickin' see. Nothing but disingenuous talking points, slanders, and smears. Oh, and actually, speaking of disingenuous talking points, we got the latest Democrat spin, the latest talking point being disseminated all over social media and the media by the big brain Democrat strategists in Washington, D.C., start claiming that the shooter wasn't connected to any official left-wing group. So technically, he wasn't one of them. But give me a freaking break. He wasn't connected to a particular left-wing organization, therefore he's not a left-winger. Even though his ideology lines up with theirs 1 for 1. He sounded like them, he thought like them, he acted on the exact same rhetoric that they're constantly talking about, but somehow he's not one of them, according to ABC and NBC and all the freaking outlets now pushing this latest disgusting talking point.
The murder of Charlie Kirk was not a political act.
He wasn't a registered Democrat or Republican. He may have been a Groiker.
People were trying to pigeonhole this as a leftist thing and a right thing, and what we're really talking about, we're talking about a love-torn child. A kid. This is probably his first real relationship, and somebody was disparaging the person that he loved.
Complete freaking liars, and I think most people with their heads screwed on straight can see it clearly. And that's why I think Democrats are continuing to crater in the polls. They're in trouble, and for good reason. And that trouble continues now as it seems they've unleashed something that they simply cannot control. Look at this photo right over here. This was outside the Charlie Kirk Memorial in Arizona. Notice how many young people there are. People kept saying that, posting photos and videos of the crowd, noticing how many young people were getting involved and showing up. Plus, I got these clips.
Oh, so we're going to protest the Charlie Kirk funeral today because, celebrating the death of him just because we simply disagreed with him wasn't enough, right? Yeah. I'm not even that political, and this isn't even Democrat versus Republican, but liberals, bro, I'm tired of you guys. I saw a video this morning of them saying how much money they spent on security for the funeral, and the whole comment section was just filled with people complaining that it's a waste of government spending, and I don't even think the government's paying for it. I think it's the Turning Point organization. But yeah, you guys weren't worried when they were, just doling out millions of dollars to illegal immigrants, housing them, giving them whatever they needed, but as you can't even, afford to put food on the table, but, yeah, right. Seems as if you're a liberal in 2025, you just have the common sense of a fucking piece of mulch, and I just don't understand where we went wrong to the point where it's like you believe in things, but it's so far-fetched that it's insanity.
I've lost a lot of friends for supporting Charlie Kirk, and it's been sad, but I know that it's for a cause and not stupid, so I'm okay with losing those friends that don't support him.
What types of things are people saying?
Mocking him and laughing for his death, which isn't okay.
It feels like we got an entire generation showing up, energized, ready to write out this vile culture that the left wing has cultivated. And Democrats did it to themselves. They created this counterculture. They thought their smears would shut people down, but instead it's igniting a movement that's only going to grow. And the beauty is, this is a movement that's not fueled by fear or outrage, but rather by the truth, by resolve, by the human instinct, a determination to stand against violence and lies, and also fueled by good policy and common sense. People are sick of the lies. They're sick of the endless hysteria. They're sick of a party that refuses to solve real problems and simply resorts to name-calling, calling all their opponents Nazis. They're sick of the incitement to violence and the glorification of political killings. I think what we are seeing here is left-wing fatigue, and it's spreading faster than Democrats can spin. The tides are turning, the polls are proving it, the rallies prove it, and I just have this feeling that 2026 is going to be a really, really bad time for the Democrat Party. Anyways, that's what I got for you guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.